Ten of Wands. Somebody is overwhelmed. Somebody feels like they've got the weight of the world on their shoulders. And they could genuinely use some help. They could definitely use some help. King of Cups. So this sense of overwhelm is leading to naturally, it's leading to a sense of emotional instability where the need of the hour is to sort of deal with that emotional instability, and no matter how choppy the waters of your emotional landscape are, you're still being asked to show up from a level-headed headspace so that you can take the next steps from a space of the opposite of panic, because panic is the space that you're in right now, and you're being asked to because your emotions are quite all over the place actually right now. So let the wave wash over you. It is genuinely destabilizing, this situation. It feels quite shaky and it feels quite overwhelming. It's like you've got it feels like too much, it's too much to deal with, alone, especially because I can see that whatever this load is, it can be distributed so that it's easier for you to carry, but for some reason that option might not be available to you at this time. It could be circumstantial, or it could be for whatever reason that option is probably not available to you. So the next best thing you can do is let those choppy waters of your emotions become a little calmer. Regulate yourself, feel your emotions, let them pass, let them let yourself come to a state of balance and homeostasis so that you can think about the next steps, because the next steps really require you to take the next decision from a space of balance and not turmoil. The foundation shouldn't be shaky to base those decisions on. That's what I'm getting right now. What else? Queen of Pentacles. So this could be about material stability. That is what you're trying to build currently. This is again tied to stability. You're trying to feel very stable. You're trying to reach this space of, you want to be this enlightened person who is able to feel this abundance, and you are somebody who believes that abundance is a mindset. And of course, like when circumstances are showing a lot of instability, but internally you're trying to cultivate a sense of stability. So, like, the internal and the external are, you know, they're not matching at this time. But you are, I can see you are trying to feel like, I guess, just trying to feel stable. It could be um, with respect to your career, it could be just, it could relate to your foundations, your private life, the stuff that should make you feel supported just isn't making you feel supported at this time for whatever reason, is what I'm saying. And you're trying to do that thing where, like, oh, if I try to cultivate this internally, then my external circumstances will also start reflecting that. And while that is true, there seems to be something missing. So what's missing? What is missing? What's missing? The Hermit and the Three of Cups. So that tells me that you already know the answer. You already know the answer, and it's just a matter of going within, checking in with yourself. So when a person is in a situation where the foundations feel very shaky and you're trying to feel stable despite all the circumstantial shakiness, it can tend to put you in a state of autopilot. And it's like you're sort of, I don't know what the right term for this is, but I guess, for the lack of a better term, you're sort of dissociated. You're so detached from reality, yet you're still trying to move, right? Because movement feels comforting. Movement feels like, okay, at least something's happening, you know? And if something's happening, that means, like, maybe change is coming, Maybe stability is near because things are moving. And well, that's valid. It's also, it that sort of, that state tends to disconnect a person from their selves, in the sense that, your intuition is always speaking to you. But when you're in that state, it becomes really hard to listen to what your inner voice is trying to tell you, what your body is trying to tell you. Your body carries a lot of wisdom, and your body is definitely trying to tell you something right now, but you are not able to listen to it because you're so fixated on white knuckling through the whole situation, and you're trying to come out of this state of shakiness, trying so hard to feel stable. But that white knuckling, that clenched fist, it needs to sort of the sense of control has to be surrendered a little bit. Loosening up is required, and that is going to help you to actually listen to what your body's telling you, because it is telling you something. The answers are within you, but you need to sort of slow down slow down, or maybe become silent metaphorically, or maybe even literally, like apply it to your situation however it resonates. Yeah, but definitely there's a need to pause and look inwards, because there's definitely a message that is residing within you at this time, and that is the key to the next step, to unlocking the next step. And now, as I said earlier, like over here, the person is really burdened, and the weight of the world, it feels like they've got the weight of the world on their shoulders, and it's whatever they're dealing with in the situation, it feels way too heavy to carry. um and it would just feel nice to share the load with someone. And the Three of Cups confirms this notion, because yes, it would benefit you to share the load with someone. I mean, that's just the objective truth. But the moment you go inwards, the moment you become still, you become silent, you become you try, focus, you shift focus from becoming stable to just tuning into what your inner voice is saying, what your body needs, you know, what's happening inside you. The moment you do that is when the help appears. You know, the help will appear, but it will only appear when you go within and you listen to what's happening inside, and you tend to it, you give it the attention that it truly deserves. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's the message that's coming through at this time. So take it however it resonates, leave the rest. And if you want some personalized guidance, if you want a private reading, you can book with me. All the relevant links are in the bio, so go ahead and check that out. And yeah, I think that's your reading for this week.